So this is how I've been investing lately. This is a general, method that you should use in general when it comes to just anything, right? Especially business. You want to have starting capital, right? You want to have money you can start off with. Let's say you have $100, right? You don't, depending on what you're doing, determines how you're going to use the money, right? But ideally, you want to invest the money into something or into a lot of different things, and then get that money back. So that way you have infinite capital, right? Because sometimes what happens is some people don't invest, but it's less of an investment because they don't, get their money back. They usually put money into something and then hope that it works out. And if it starts not working out, they tend to throw more money into it, hoping that that'll fix the problem. Now, there's cases where that does, solve, that does help, you know, but logically, that's not the route, the method you should be using. The best, the most logical and safe route would be to invest your money into something. Try to put as very little of the money into it, but make sure you get a return on it. So, for example, putting $1 into anything, whether it be crypto or a stock. The thing about crypto is that it's faster. So that's, as you can see, I have a lot of crypto here. And you see mainly a whole bunch of dollars. So I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So essentially I have $12 in crypto, right? Because there's 12 cryptocurrencies, and I got at least $1 in each and every one of them. The goal obviously is to get it to double or triple, whatever. But the main thing is you want to double your initial dollar investment. That way you have $2, right? Then you take your initial dollar, you take $1 back, right? Cash that out, and then keep the other dollar in the crypto, right? And then hopefully it keeps growing. If it doesn't grow, let's say it goes to the negatives, right? You lose $1. Okay, you lost $1 that you made. You still have your initial dollar. You didn't lose your initial dollar, right? So, as you can see, I got like over 100. I have $134.89 that I could invest. The rest of my money is already invested, obviously. Got a whole bunch of dividend stocks which generate me money. So there's about a minimum of 100 on most of these stocks. So obviously the idea is whenever I make $1 or more off my investments, take that money. And the idea is to try to make at least $1, a minimum, right, off of my dividend stocks, right? So whenever I get the dividends, I want at least $1, right? Because the idea is I'm going to take that dollar and put it into something, right, into another investment, right? Because I'm trying to put $1 into everything I invest in, and then the idea is to just multiply my money. Especially if there's some stocks that are going up while other stocks are going down, I want to put my money into the stocks that are going up. That way I can grow my money, right? Obviously, so that I can turn $1 into $2. That's much easier to do, much safer, because like ultimately what I end up, if I lose money, it's just be $1, right? And more likely another stock that I put $1 into, if that turns into $3, for example, then that will make up for the fact that I lost $1 from another stock, right? So that's the thing about diversifying. So you want to diversify your investments, obviously, because when one investment is failing, hopefully another one is succeeding, and that makes up for the failing investment. So this is the kind of stuff you want to think about, and of course you can try it out, practice with as little as $1. Right? Like I got $12 in crypto right here, so I'm investing in crypto with just $12. Obviously, I got more money. I can always invest more, but I'm just trying to turn $1 into $1, right? I'm just trying to make $1, and I'm trying to make it consistently and make it as much as possible. I've made over $6 so far just using that method. I've had a couple of my stocks, make me an extra dollar, and I'm just like, all right, well, time to take the dollar out. My initial investment, and just wait to make another dollar and another, and just keep taking a dollar here and there, and it'll just keep adding up, and then of course transfer over to my bank and all that other good stuff. Um, and this is a quick way, to make money, because within a week, I can make a couple dollars, as opposed to waiting like months or years to make money off of what's it called, CD accounts or any other type of investments. And it's definitely more manageable, more controllable, more safer than trying to like invest $1,000 into a stock and hope it turns into $2,000, because you're going to be waiting for a long time. And if the stock starts going down, immediately your initial $1,000 investment, right, is getting eaten away, right? You're losing money, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna just keep holding, because eventually you'll go back up and I'll start making money, right? It's like, yeah, hopefully, but if it doesn't ever go back up, yep, you lost a lot of money. You were better off just keeping the $1,000, right? As an example. So it's like you rather start slow, right? Start from the bottom and work your way up. If you want to take a risk, throw $1,000 into a stock, that's not, hopefully that's disposable, right? That's just money you could have used to spend on a trip or on a whole bunch of frivolous things, and you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just throw it into a stock and see what happens. All right, that's fine if you got that. But if you got very little money and you're trying to make money, you can't just throw your money into a stock and hope that it does good. So that's why you're better off trying to be as safe as possible. So that's why this whole dollar investment strategy is the way that I'm going, and it's working for me. You could kind of consider slowing away, but I do have other ways of making money, so this is just another way of making money. So it's not like I need to turn this into $1 million, all this money into $1 million anytime soon, right? So the main thing is that at least my investments, are doing pretty well. And that'd be the end of the video.